Hey folks, thanks for watching this video. Yeah, I'm running for District 2 County Commissioner. Some of y'all probably already knew that, some may not. Anyway, and a lot of y'all know I've been married a long time. In fact, Monday will be our 30th anniversary. I got 2 grown kids. Some of y'all have met them. And y'all know I'm a retired business owner with the trucking, excavating, and the building contractor. Had done that for 20 years. And now I'm serving as the Public Works Director up here in Charleston. Been doing that for the last 2 years. My desire to run for County Commissioner in District 2 is born out of my long-held belief that community service is important. Y'all know I've volunteered and been part of plenty of civic groups, the Fair Board, the Fire Department for 32 years. Ever since I moved to Charleston, I've been volunteering in one thing or another to help people. So I've been out knocking on doors, and on those doors, at them people that I meet, I keep getting the same stories that initially led me to run for commissioner. People don't feel that they've been responded to, or that their voice matters. The problems that they have when they call a commissioner, or they call the road department, or anybody that they think can help them, they can't get anything. I visited some people yesterday. They've been working on a ditch problem, and it's bad, for the last 18 years. And they're pretty upset. And since we've annexed them, city of Charleston, it becomes my problem. And you'd think after 18, 20 years it'd been taken care of, but it wasn't. But I'm going to take care of it because that's my job. I've responded to them 3 times. Yesterday I was just been out politicking, and it got brought up again. But I'm going to handle it. And that's who I am. I'm going to tell you straight up what you need to know and respond to you. That's me. I'll come out to your house and talk to you about your problems. I don't care if you're in my district or not. I'm here to represent the whole county, but mainly concerned about the north end, which is District 2. I keep hearing the same stories from folks, just like the one I just mentioned on Billingsley Street up here in Charleston. And Cecil Crisp. I don't know if y'all heard about Cecil Crisp. He lost his land to TDOT just simply because no one from the county government would respond to him and take note of what his concerns are. But the problems I keep hearing over and over again is no response, no resolution to issues, increased taxes. And I'm reading notes. I'm sorry, I don't have this all in my head. I mean, it come from me, but I got schools wasting money, roads, infrastructure, and I got a background in infrastructure. Transportation, increased annexation from Cleveland. Hey, nobody's fighting that. Nobody's getting up there and saying, hey, Cleveland, why don't you develop in your own lines instead of trying to take in more people that didn't even move into the city, that don't want more taxes, don't want city sewer, don't want to live on a budget that they didn't plan for at retirement. Okay? What about the housing? Everybody, it seems more and more rental property, more and more and more and more. It's all you see. People can't even afford rent. Anyway, I got choked up. Sorry. But people who rent are not all people who can't afford a starter home. But this county doesn't try to attract people. And I don't know if we can. But we don't try to attract developers and contractors that can build starter homes. Most of these people have good enough credit, have good jobs and all that, but they can't afford a $300,000 house or $250,000 house and a $1,200 or $1,500 mortgage, but they can afford a $500, $600, $700 mortgage and build their own personal wealth. So, you know, but wasted money comes up. Yeah, there's some money that goes down the drain. There's a lot of money goes down the drain, really, but nobody looks into it. We keep increasing the budgets. We keep increasing the taxes, but nobody does like you and me when they get in a bind and go back there and look in their book and say, can we save some money? Can we cut this out? Can we stop eating out? Can we stop pampering ourselves? Okay, that's the way I run my business. If I was running short on money, which happened quite often, I quit pampering myself. I put the money where it had to be. And that's the way everybody does. People are living on fixed budgets. I don't care how much you make, how little you make. You're retired, you've made a lot of money, you're on a fixed budget. Everybody is. It may be a different amount for everybody, but they don't want somebody to come in later and say, hey, we want more of your money. In fact, I don't know anybody can just walk into their job and say, hey, boss, I need a raise. They just raised my taxes. Or the city just annexed me. Or they forced me to get sewer. It's $200 a month. That's $24,000 over 10 years. Okay? I don't know any old folks that get on a disability check or a retirement check or check from the government after they retire and can go to the government and say, hey, you're taxing me too much. How about giving me more? That just don't work that way. But our elected officials seem to think it's no big deal. People got money to spend. And, of course, I guess if you drive around Cleveland and see everybody running around all the time, it may look like that. I don't know. Do you? But, I could go on and on. Homelessness. I've got an uncle that's homeless. Okay? Now, most of these homeless don't bring it on themselves. But some do. My uncle, he brought it on himself. I ain't ashamed to talk about it. He makes a good example of what this county can do for people who struggle from decisions they make. All these people need is something to live for, something to be proud of. And they go back to housing. Home ownership builds personal wealth. And as bad as it's going to sound, it also gives the county more taxable revenue. But it also instills a pride in a person when they own a home. It gives them a reason to go to work. It gives them something to go home and look forward to. Now, renting don't do that. And I ain't down on renting. Okay, everybody kind of starts out that way. I did. And, things just happen to good people. And renters are good people. But they deserve a chance to go out there and buy a starter home. And I'm not saying that we need to regulate builders. Most of you know I was a builder. And I wouldn't agree with that one bit. And I want to make that real clear. In fact, I think some of these codes we got now that come from out west are just a little bit too touchy. But that's a different story. But let's be clear. I was in business for 20 years. I don't think there should be over-regulation in businesses. In fact, I wished we had some more smaller business people around here and more small businesses. I support small business. I was a small business when I started. I was a little bigger when I quit. But, that's what got me started, was the little stuff. So, anyway, yeah, I'm reading notes because I ain't got this down pat. But most importantly, People want to be heard. They want their issues that they feel are important to be settled and resolved by the people they elect. There's no reason that people that they elect, sorry, that's the radio, can't mitigate a lot of these problems that these people have. It don't matter how small or how big it is, how rich or how poor you are, or if you're in the middle. Everybody is equal when it comes to needing something from the government. Well, let me take that back. I'm not suggesting that the government can take care of all your problems, that the government should take care of all the problems. If I said that, it'd make me a liberal. I'm not a liberal. But the point is that there's some people in this county that actually hurt and have losses because people won't respond to them that they elected. Okay? The government's in the business of providing public service. And the public is you. So, sorry about that. My eye's a little bit messed up. You know, I'm just a normal person. I have my problems too. Dry eye, baldness, you know, fat around my cheeks. You know, I used to be a lot better looking. I'm not perfect. I'm overweight, balding, straightforward, and too honest for my own good most of the time. You know, I don't mess around. I give straight answers. I give direct answers. And I'm not wishy-washy about it. Never have been. I'm so honest, I just can't lie. I don't know how to. It just balls up in me when I want to tell something that ain't true. And I just come out with the truth. I don't care if it hurts me or not. But I think that's what's needed in this county. People to be honest with each other. Somebody that's down to earth. Well, there's fire alarm. Let's hope it's not me in the middle of this video. Look. Reports of a brush fire, 198 Zion Hill Road, Southeast. Ain't me. And that's 198 Zion Hill Road. Bradley County's had 23 fire runs today, and it's only almost 9 o'clock. I mean, that's busy. But anyway, a vote for me is a vote for the residents. Putting the concerns back on the table. Okay? Putting the people's concerns back on the table. Okay? For far too long. People have been ignored, passed up, and the problems aren't mitigated or resolved. Or, if you want simpler terms, they just ain't being taken care of. Okay? Yes, the commission and the county does a good job on a lot of things. I'm not going to say they're not. I work with a lot of these people through my job at the city. And they're good people. And I'm not bad-mouthing them. But there needs to be a system that is better, that pays attention to the residents themselves. And I want to be part of that system. So, I want to be the voice for the people. I want to tackle these issues. And I want to be the person that they trust to respond to them when they need it the most. No matter how little, no matter how big. I've got the background. I've been handling problems all my life. I've been handling problems in business. I've been handling problems for people in this community for years through my volunteerism. Please give me your vote, and I'll give you back your voice. I also want to mention there's a lot of good people running against these incumbents. You may think that this local election is not important, but it is. It's important to everybody in this county. Okay? And I think they deserve a look. You make up your own decision. But it's important to have some change around here. And I know change is a Democrat word, but I'm going to use it. But there needs to be change so that the people around here feel like they're part of the solution. All the residents here are part of the solution. This is our county. This is our lives. This is our money. This is our welfare. So vote for me, Chris Scoggins. Seat A, District 2, is a vote for you and the people. Thank you.